Okay, Coach, autumn has arrived in the Mid-Atlantic region of the U.S., and it is a glorious. Okay, Coach, autumn has arrived in the Mid-Atlantic region of the U.S., and it is a glorious afternoon at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Houston Texans. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Here we go. We're set, ready? You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. 8.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
I got one. Kill. 20. Check 31.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
It's now 3rd down and 6.
On third down, Newton. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Set 180. 55. Know your job. Wide. Get wide. 8.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Throwing on second and 14. Newton, he's going to find his receiver, Chris Moore. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
12 yards on the play. Leads to 3rd down and 1.
Check. Crunch. 36. Check 26. Check.
And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Check 4, check 4. Check 50, check 50. Hey, watch 8. Big dance. 20. Check 52. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Express.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Set, ready? Watch the run. Sled. Great. Check 5. Watch it, 5. Hey! Watch the curl.
Now Fournette. Deshaun Gibson there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Fournette running out of the gun, and he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 8.
8. Mike 55. Hey, man. Watch the boot. 8. Check. 20. Whip.
To throw on third down. Newton, he gets it to Brown. Complete. Yeah, they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
That's good for Baltimore.
Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Baltimore, first down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see.
Great. 51 to Mike, boy. 51.
On first down, it's Newton. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long, pointing the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, first and 10 at their own 13. After the interception, here's Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Watson. It's complete to Fuller. The end result, 21 yards.
Brandon, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him.
2 plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that well. Now this throw caught left side. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. To the air yet again, Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Hodges. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Watson looks to throw again. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 7 on the year. As his guys are first this afternoon. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The Ravens on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8.
Kill. He's checking. 20. He's checking. Crash.
A shotgun snap for Newton. The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 77 yards. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Again, 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
You better bring.
Hey!
Let me know right now. You better bring. Deuce. You go tight. You got tight. 8. Check 3. Alert 3. 20. Hey, alert 3. He's coming.
Fournette. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the 50, Newton. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Curtis Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Oh, well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just in a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down, Houston.
So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Watson now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Now Newton on first down. That's out to his running back, Fournette. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. On the run, it's Fournette. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Gun.
Here's Newton. Towards the end zone for Brown. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
All day, every day. Mike 56, Mike 56. 20.
This is Fournette. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. From the left hash, this from 37.
A 37-yard attempt.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. Tucker named the league's all-pro kicker for the 3rd time in 2018.
Go ahead and admit it. The only time that you get excited about Justin Tucker kicking is when he actually misses.
It's
and
rare.
excited is not the right word. Surprise is more what we're talking about. 90.1% coming into 2019. He's incredible.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. This will be taken short. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
From the 29, Watson escaping the pressure. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On 1st and 10, Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, Big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Kamara. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From the 27, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. 58, right over there. 55. Mike, 58, right there.
Back to throw, Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 14.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
He's coming, double up. Check safety, check safety.
Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Roquan Smith, fresh off a solid rookie campaign, in on the tackle for Chicago. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Alvin Kamara hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
To throw again on 2nd down. Newton, that's going to be caught by Samuel. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Curtis Samuel, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys are back within a single score. Cam Newton now getting his guys ready to go for the 2-point try. McCaffrey will try to run it in, and he'll get in for the 2 points, and that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now, they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm 54.
On 1st down, Watson. It's complete to Hopkins.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On second down, Kamara. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now a first down throw, Watson. And the catch made by Hopkins. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Tighten up, tighten up. Check, 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 check. Check.
A give to Kamara running right. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball and continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Hey, they're scared.
Here's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run. This is Kamara. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Hey, let's get there. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Go, 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 go.
Here's Watson. Flush to his right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Watson now to throw. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Watson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They begin with a run by Fournette. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Fournette. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play of this football game. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Hey!
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Towards the end zone for Brown. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive? And a big loss here as he's taken down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. Watson. Well, they have had no answer for this connection all night long.
They just have to think in a 2-minute situation, that's got to be a concentration lap. You know they're going to go back to him with the game that he's been having.
He'll look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. He's back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hopkins. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. Now Watson. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point 4th quarter lead. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. From the red zone now, Watson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
Here we go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Up to make the stop, the Texans' leading tackler a year ago, Zach Cunningham. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Nice hit, boy.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, D.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through.